Hi everyone, Sandra here. So, I've been asked on more than one occasion, why do you tell people that you can't read properly? You must be able to. Well, I can. And you've seen me say in many videos that my reading has improved exponentially over the last 15 years. In particular, the time when I took a degree to learn to teach others. The level of reading and writing and spelling that I had to put into it, not just by my own ability, but you having the understanding that these areas are weak for me and I have to improve them by using technology, other support, whatever is around me that can help me to do the tasks that I need to do. And I've written about that in my book. So those that know me have written a book, that know me, they know that I have written a book called Dyslexic, the Silent Difference. And I wrote that book not to just talk about myself and any issues that I had. So it wasn't just, as I've said in more than one video, it helped me to get over the emotions that I felt about not being able to read and spell at a reasonable level to achieve the things that I'd like to do, which I've managed to do now and am pursuing now. It wasn't just for that reason. It was also to help to support others that might be feeling or are experiencing difficult times due to either not being able to read, not being able to spell very well, not being able to do numbers very well, have an understanding of misunderstanding of social situations, and maybe act inappropriately in social environments. So they might be slightly termed Asperger's or autistic, and on a spectrum for either of those. And there's all sorts of other learning and emotional difficulties that people experience, and I'm grateful for people that look at people and assess them for difficulties, because it supports them in understanding their interactions with others and the world's interaction, and hopefully with that understanding the encouragement can come and we can all coexist on a more human and delightful and resourceful and professional way. So I've written a book. Let me get the book for you. And it's called Dyslexic, the Silent Difference. And this was the first version. Now, this came about after around 9 years of, I started it in 2009, and then I kind of wrote the odd chapter every 2 or 3 years. And remember, my literacy ability has grown a lot since writing this. I did get help to get it edited. I did get help to get it proofread. However, it wasn't adequate, and my ability to upload it so it was a good read for people, so they didn't have to think too much, wasn't good enough. So if you'd like to get this, you can. It's useful because it has errors in it, and at the back I have left lines, a section called for notes, where you could say, you know, areas that you found errors in. So a paragraph might be jumbled. There's lots of grammatical errors because it's not a subject as part of literacy that I ever taught myself. I just learned the basic, which was to understand words by seeing them so I could read them and spell them. I didn't do punctuation and prefixes and suffixes and alliterations and simile. I didn't learn all that. This all came later with being able to read a lot. So there's an area at the back of this book that you can use, and you can note down all the pages and paragraph sentences where there are difficulties. And then there's